If someone asked you to name the top pitchers in Major League Baseball right now, there's a lot of guys you could name, like Justin Verlander, Sandy Alcantara, Dylan Cease, and Shane McClanahan, and plenty of others. But one guy who belongs with those names this season is Arizona Diamondbacks starting pitcher Zac Gallen. Before I get into it, welcome back to the War Room, a channel where I discuss all things baseball related. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and let's get straight to it. Just being completely honest here, it's been a while since the Diamondbacks were relevant or really had anything worth talking about. They were tied with the Orioles in 2021 for the worst record in all of baseball at 52 and 110. Surprisingly though, they currently sit at 64 and 69, which really isn't that bad considering they're only half game behind the Giants for third place in a pretty tough division. While teams who spent years in the rebuilding phase like the Orioles and Mariners are getting lots of recognition for their success, I don't think it'll be long before we start doing the same thing for the Diamondbacks. Perhaps the biggest reason for the quickened pace of this rebuild is pitcher Zac Gallen, who I consider the most underrated player in the league right now. In 2017, Gallen was traded from the Cardinals along with Sandy Alcantara and a few other players to the Marlins in a deal that sent Marcell Ozuna to St. Louis. A trade that the Marlins clearly won because if they would have kept Gallen, they would have gotten two of the league's top pitchers in that one deal. But the Marlins traded Gallen to the Diamondbacks in 2019 for future All-Star second baseman Jazz Chisholm, a trade that was a lot more fair for both parties. A few days ago versus the Brewers, Gallen threw 7 shutout innings while only letting up 2 hits. And with those 7 shutout innings, he's now gone the last 41 and a third innings without letting up a single run, which is the equivalent of 4 complete game shutouts in a row, plus another 5 and a third shutout innings on top of that. This is the 8th longest scoreless inning streak in MLB history, and he's only 1 shutout inning away from moving to number 7 over Brandon Webb, who also did it with the Diamondbacks in 2007. Gallen tied the MLB record for going 6 starts in a row, pitching at least 6 innings without letting up a run. During these last 6 starts, he lowered his ERA from a 3.12 to a 2.42, which is good for 6th best ERA in the entire league. He's the National League leader in batting average against because this season, his opponents have a batting average of 186 against him, which is only .001 point behind Cease and McClanahan for the MLB lead. He also leads the National League in WHIP with a .92, sitting behind McClanahan and Verlander for the league lead as well. Gallen's record stands at 11-2, and the funniest part about all of this is probably the second and third most underrated players in the league are his teammates, Merrill Kelly and Christian Walker. In July and August, Gallen and Kelly became the first Diamondbacks pitchers to win back-to-back Pitcher of the Month awards since Randy Johnson and Curt Schilling in 2002, while Christian Walker is quietly top 10 in the league in home runs. I don't know how likely it is that Gallen wins NL Cy Young. It's certainly a possibility if he can finish the year strong, but regardless, I think people need to start giving this man some respect, as well as the entire Arizona Diamondbacks team, because if the D-backs were a stock on the stock market, I would be putting lots of money into them, as I think they will be very good in the near future. So that pretty much wraps this one up. I haven't really seen anyone talking about how good Zac Gallen's been this season, so I wanted to make a video about it. Thank you for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.